All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Awesome. Boy, you guys. So many obstacles slash opportunities. Okay. Thank you for contacting the help desk. Yes, thank you. Not. All right. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to take you guys through a meditation. And this is a visualization meditation. And so that's why I wanted you guys to have your headphones on because I want to be right up in there, snugly close. And I will, if you're interested in this after I take you through it, I'll make sure that you have access to it. Now, I couldn't find a verbalization of this, an oral presentation of this, so I'm going to go ahead and take you through the steps and read them through for you for myself. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Make sure your notebooks are out so you can take notes as soon as you come out of your visualization meditation. Having your notebooks ready will allow you to stay connected to what you are visualizing and keep you in the flow of the experience. One of the most inspiring and powerful things you can do as a human being is visualize what it is that you want to manifest and then make it happen. The power of the mind is astonishing, and when coupled with mindfulness practices like meditation, you can increase your ability to make leaps and bounds towards creating a life you truly desire. Goal setting, right, is the catalyst for making this happen. While we are talking about meaning this week, we're going to be talking about accomplishment next week. And meaning and accomplishment really go hand in hand, like so many of these flourishing aspects that we've been talking about. The purpose of setting a goal is to achieve a desired result. When applied carefully with intention, action, momentum, and focus, setting and achieving goals gets you from where you are now to where it is that you want to be. But first, you have to know where that is. So where begins with your vision. This is your purpose. The first step is to start with the end in mind and work backwards. The end result is your highest vision for a given area of life, be it health and fitness, relationship, family, career, or finance. Once connected with your vision, you then need to set specific goals that will aid you in actualizing the vision. Many people make the mistake, the goal for the vision, and thinking the goal is the end result. They set a goal without thinking ahead to what the goal will allow them to be, to do, or to have in the long run. To make the most out of your goal setting process, it is important to think and link it up to the quality of life that you ultimately want to be living. For the purpose of creating some clarity, let's outline the key differences between a vision and a goal. Your vision isn't something that needs to be created, it already exists within you. A goal, on the other hand, is specifically designed milestone that requires completion if you are to get to the end of your yellow brick road. Okay? A popular and effective way to set goals is to use the SMART acronym, and we'll talk about some of those next week. Using a detailed, vivid imagination, it is an extremely powerful way to train the mind to go after what you want. Professional athletes use this, actors use this, politicians use this, presenters, entertainers, motivational speakers absolutely use this. So let's work on this visualization. What I want you to do is I want you to begin with the area of your life in mind. Choose an area where you have been struggling or would like to experience some transformation. Take a moment to situate yourself so you have both feet flat on the floor, not crossed, resting comfortably against the back of your chair or on your bed or wherever you may find yourself. Choose an area where you have been struggling or would like to experience some transformation. Now begin to imagine the highest possible outcome that you would like to be living in this area of your life 6 to 12 months from now. Imagine living your life the way you would envision if all your hopes and dreams were to come true. What is your ultimate reality? Try not to get hung up on the limitations or negativity. Instead, Just allow yourself to get carried away with your wildest aspirations. Breathing nice and easy. Holding in your mind's eye this vision of your life 6 to 12 months from now, when all your hopes and dreams are coming true. Now allow this vision to come into focus, connecting with one singular aspect of what you envision. Connecting with that singular aspect that you envision. Call forth for yourself some specifics. Am I going to be able to read this while you work on this? Okay.
Are you using Zoom right now?
No, I'm not using Zoom right now. I'm using it on my phone. Sorry for the interruption, folks. Now, keeping this in mind, right? Bringing that connection, holding that visualization, narrowing it down to just one specific thing. Allow that specific outcome to coalesce and become a goal. Moving from the emotional center of what you're visualizing, the excitement, the fulfillment, the connection, the meaning. Allow it to become an objective. Allow it to become an outcome. Moving away from that feeling tone and taking it into a logistic. Allowing it to materialize as an accomplishment. If you had held in your mind's eye something specifically related to relationships, maybe it's a certain quality of interaction. If you had held in your mind's eye maybe a fitness or health outcome, maybe there are some specific nuances around that one as well. We want this goal to be specific. Holding that in your mind's eye. How would you measure that? How would you measure that goal? How would you know that you're there? Say in 6 to 12 months from now, you envision yourself starting the next semester. Still not connected to audio. Holding that. I got it mute. I got it, thank you. Are we still zooming? Yes, okay. Holding that in your mind's eye. How are you going to measure that? How would you know that you've reached that point? What quantifiable quality can you associate with that? I also want to make sure that what you're calling to you and what you're bringing forward for you is big enough that you will have a sense of achievement once you surmount that obstacle, once you reach that point. Now, is this goal achievable, right? I just said make it big, but it's got to be within reach. It needs to be within the zone of proximal development, something that is just far enough outside your skill set and experience that you have to reach for it. You have to grow towards it. You have to become in order to achieve it. But not so huge that it is something that you cannot actually obtain. That is keeping things in that zone of proximal development. Now ask yourself, what resources do you need in order to achieve? These resources need to be those that don't require you to rely on divine intervention or other people. They need to be something that you can acquire or marshal for yourself. Might be something that in new level of education that you would have to obtain. Again, imagine 6 months to a year from now, beginning another semester in college, setting yourself up for success. Maybe you've graduated. What resources do you need in order to bring that achievable goal into fruition, into manifestation? Now, lastly, get honest with yourself about time. You having reached this visualized pinnacle, significant milestone, a place that you've wanted to be for some time. How far out is that? I asked you to choose between 6 and 12 months, but be honest with yourself. Is it really something that you can do in 3 months? Maybe it's something that'll take 9. Maybe it might be something even a little bit further out than that year, maybe 15 or 18 months away. Hold that in your mind's eye. Now take a moment and imagine what your life will look like once you have completed that goal. Create a picture or a movie in your mind and step inside this visual representation. Step into it as if you're an active agent within it. Give yourself permission to surrender to the sensory experience of taste, touch, sight, sound, smell, balance. Really be a part of that moment for yourself. Who's with you? Where are you? What is happening around you? What are you wearing? What does the atmosphere feel like to you? When you look down and you see the outfit that you have on, acknowledge that. What is it that you have on your feet? Is there something covering your legs? What about your torso? Being fully present in that visualized moment. Take a moment and turn around 360 degrees in your mind's eye. Take a look to see all around you what's available. What was behind you? To the left and to the right. Of course, what's set out and ahead of you. Now, stepping out of that image that you've created, imagine floating up into the air above where you are right now. Taking this mental image of accomplishment, fruition, and completion. Take a deep inhalation. As you exhale, use your breath to energize the image, filling it with positive energy. intention, and engagement. Cycle through 5 really deep, positive, engaged, intentioned breaths. Five times in your own breath. Now, in maintaining this separation from self, imagine yourself again suspended up in the air above where you are now, floating out into the future. Visualize dropping down into the internal representation of your goal at the date and time that you've chosen to reach that goal. The moment of recognition, the point at which you're able to say, oh, I did that. I'm done with that. Notice how all of the events between then and now reevaluate themselves to support you in accomplishing your goal. Visualize everything that has happened from this moment today until your achievement. Visualize all of that happening, making it real. All the challenges, choices, resources you built, the insights, the personal growth, everything that takes you to this singular moment. Once you can completely feel that, allow yourself to return to this moment. And with your eyes still closed, consider what action steps you will take in the next few weeks to move you towards that goal. Now, in an effort to reground yourself before you return completely to this room sensorily, feel the earth beneath your feet. Feel the pressure of the chair on the backs of your legs. Feel the support of the chair on your back. Recognize the space between your ears and your shoulders. Dropping in, breathing. Take one more deep inhalation. When you are ready, go ahead and open your eyes and write down your list of action steps. And write about anything else that comes to mind. Okay, as everybody is working on their insights, just please stay focused on that. And I am totally locked out of Zoom again on the computer here. Well, don't worry, we gotta work around. All right, I'm having another student get up their Zoom, and then we will zoom in using theirs, and they should be able to just use the screen. Okay, awesome. So yeah, you don't need the audio, but there we go. Let's do it this way too. Well, yes, I will. I guess that kind of works. So if you look at Kara Barney's Zoom feed, you will see what's coming up. I'm going to state all of these out loud, but I know that sometimes it's very helpful for students to be able to read the words as well. Okay. How was that? Curious at best? Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we're not done doing some work today. We're going to shift gears, but not far. We're moving away from the visualization, but I'm hoping that the visualization is going to set you up for this next activity. You're going to make a couple lists. You're going to make 4 actually. Okay. And I don't know how long I'm going to give you for each list. I'm just going to pay attention to you while you're writing. On your first list, what I want you to do is I want you to list out 3 to 5 things that you want most out of life. List out 3 to 5 things that you want most out of life. You're not submitting this. I'll tell you what you're submitting for today's participation here in just a few. You can make this list as messy and disorganized as you want, but all I'm looking for is 3 to 5 things that you want most out of life. Three to 5 things that you want most out of life. All right, we can see that some of you are ready for the second list. List number 2. Make sure and enumerate these lists too, by the way, because that's going to be important. List number 2, 3 to 5 things that you want to see happen on the planet. 3 to 5 things that you want to see happen on this planet. Three to 5 things that you want to see happen on this planet. Our next list, list number 3. 3 to 5 things that you believe makes you special. 3 to 5 things that you believe makes you special. Three to 5 things that you believe makes you special. I know, some of you it's hard to keep it to just 3 to 5. It's okay. Respect. And our last list, list number 4, 3 to 5 improvements in your life or achievements that you can accomplish right now. 3 to 5 improvements in your life or achievements that you can accomplish right now. Three to 5 improvements in your life or achievements that you can accomplish right now. So list 1, list 2, and list 3 and 4. What you're going to do next is you're going to look through those lists and you're going to identify the one that jumps out at you, the one that you're like, of this list of 3 to 5 things, this is the one. This is definitely the one. Okay, so first list is 3 to 5 things that you want most out of life. Second list is 3 to 5 things that you want to see happen on the planet. Third list is 3 to 5 things that you believe makes you special. And the fourth list are 3 to 5 improvements in your life or achievements that you can accomplish right now. Then you're going to go through those lists and you're going to identify which one of those 3 to 5 things on each one of those lists jumps out at you. Okay. Ask yourself which of these resonates with you. Making a single choice can sometimes be difficult, so it might take you a minute or two to get to that. For some of you, it'll be easy peasy rice and cheesy, and it'll be a done deal before you know it. Or, right, you would have been fine if you just kept each one of those lists to one item because of the first item on all the lists was the most important one to you. We use the word resonance a lot in our culture right now, and really what it's looking for is that thing that taps into a deeper sense of knowing, a deeper way of knowing for you. That when you see something, hear something, or experience something, it's as if it sets off a tone of recognition. That's what we mean when we talk about resonance. Okay, would you show me that you're done with this step in the process just by not having a pen in your hand so I can see that you're done with that? Nice little passive symbol of a completed entity. Okay. Got at least one person writing at each table. It's important that we all get caught up right now, because moving on to this next part kind of gives away it's the punchline. I want to make sure people have made their selections before we get to the punchline. Awesome, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Are you done? No. The intent of this exercise is that it's supposed to be kind of fast, because ideally what we want to do is we just want to deal with things that are right on top, that you're not filtering, that you're not weeding things out for social niceties, that you're really just kind of going with your gut as much as possible. So those first things that you think of, just go ahead and put them down. This is not something that you're going to put on some sort of manifestation stone and it'll be there forever and it is what it is. You know, it's something that you'll be able to revise. Hopefully another tool in the tool chest. Now, using each of the 4 circled items, right, or highlighted items from each of the lists, you're going to fill out a statement, okay? And you're going to have to tweak this statement until it makes sense. Like, it's going to take a little bit of time, and so we've got plenty of time. All right. So here is our statement. I will, item from list 4, using my item from list 3 to accomplish item from list 2, and in doing so achieve item from list 1. No, you didn't write out your list thinking about filling out this singular statement, but now that you see this, that's what we mean by this is going to take some tweaking, right? This is going to take some futzing with in order for it to make sense, in order for it to be usable. So I just sent out into the chat to the people who are not physically in the classroom. I want to make sure that you can see the statement. I know that we've got it sort of set up to be viewable, but if somebody could let me know, awesome, awesome, awesome. Ellie cannot see it. Sawyer can. Ellie, you want to be looking at Cara Barney's projection. You might have to make that a full screen and zoom into that a little bit. If the Zoom was working on the classroom computer, I could actually copy and send that to you, but that is not available to me. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. So your participation for today, which will be active in our folder in, I want to say, I think it's active at 11:30. Your participation for today is to craft the statement, redraft it, right? Remember, you're going to need to tweak it, and then upload this to Blackboard. And you'll need to do that, well, before we close class today. So get to working on that list and let me know if you have any questions.